Sisters Xiyu and Luyao and their friend Beiji are three special female agents whose beauty can only be matched by their mastery of all kinds of weapons. Tasked with rescuing Dr. Chen, who has been taken hostage by Heavenly Tao's group, the girls find themselves in the legendary Golden City, where they stumble upon half of a mythical amulet supposedly capable of turning back time. But as they try to escape, Luyao falls into an abyss. Unable to accept the loss of her sister, Xiyu decides to find the other half of the amulet in order to travel back in time and prevent her death. One of the main qualities of any movie, that many filmmakers nevertheless underestimate, is integrity. You can't start a movie with a horror scene, then switch to comedy, and at the end reduce everything to melodrama. The viewer can easily fall out of the movie after some genre or stylistic twist, and there is no one to blame for this. That's how human psychology works. The authors of the action-adventure movie, under the pathos title Dragon Trace Palace of Exquisite Wildflowers, for some reason decided that they would succeed in this trick. Alas, no. The movie starts quite stupid, but at the high gear. The main heroines land on the villain's right from the sky and immediately find themselves in the epicenter of a cool combat with armed mercenaries and a giant sand scorpion, guarding the entrance to the lost city. The girls, dressed as if they were going at a cosplay party rather than a combat mission, are jumping, running, shooting, fighting and swinging swords, and it's all very reminiscent of Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch, a movie that's stupid but iconic in its own way. If the authors had decided to stick to this style further, there would still be questions, but not so many. Nevertheless, after the introduction and a short scene, in which the two surviving sisters have an unreasonably half-naked duel, Dragon Trace Palace suddenly downshifts gears, gets boring and turns into a regular online chit-chat movie. The heroines discuss the amulet and the intrigues of the rival clan. Xiyu reminisces about her and Luyao's childhood and suffers from remorse. The plot moves, but extremely sluggishly, and accelerates again only in the final 20 minutes. It is quite possible that the authors tried to justify themselves for the cheerful idiocy of the prologue with this muddled middle, but in the end they only shot themselves in the foot twice. And that's despite the fact that Chinese online cinema has shining examples of goofy action movies that work well, largely because they don't shy away from comic overkill and, what's more, make it their thing. Like Ho Suiqian's King of Snipers or Lu Binjia's Mutant Ghost War Girl. Dragon Trace Palace had a chance to fall into the same clip, but here as the saying goes, you either take off your cross or put on underpants.